So, welcome everybody to the 90-day challenge check-in call. We are almost to day 30. So, there's going to be a few more things some things we're going to change about the challenge. Not very many. Probably just going to add a couple things to it. How about that? I'm going to give a little bit more responsibility to you guys. Don't be scared. It's not much. It's still stuff that you can get into that quick time every day. But before we get to talking about that, I've asked somebody to speak on the call tonight to give some of the things that she's been doing, because I think she's really come out of her shell and been doing things that she may not have been doing before. So, Kathy, are you on? Can you unmute yourself and chat with us?
Yes. Hello, everybody. This is very nervous-ing, talking to everybody, but I just wanted to share my story with you guys. I've been a Plexus ambassador for a little over a year, and this month I finally ranked up to silver. My biggest thing that I've noticed is consistency. I've been very consistent in my postings and on Facebook, and I made a commitment to myself to reach out to 3 people daily that I had on my list of 100. With these steps, I have noticed a huge amount of positive impact in my downline and a positive impact on my new customers. Always staying very positive and just reaching out to people and just talking to them with my heart, basically, and just letting them know, this is what I have to help them. Another thing is that with this group, our team, it's the support for each other. I've never been in a group that I've seen so many people actually care for each other and work together to accomplish everyone's goals as one. I have often before I reached silver, there were times when it just gets so discouraging sometimes that you just want to give up. But reaching out to my upline, Mandy Kirkendall, is amazing. Just the support that they give you to keep going when you don't think that you can do it on your own, that makes a huge difference to you, because it boosts your drive. It boosts your self-confidence. It really helps you to become better at what you do and better in the way you communicate with others. Consistency, big key. Follow-up. I've done a lot of follow-up this month. I've seen a lot of good results from it. And this challenge in general, I think pushed me harder than I would have pushed myself if I was still trying to do it on my own. So I think that's my main goals. That's where I've come. And like I said, it took me over a year to reach silver, but getting there and seeing the amazing results that I've seen in this team, Jeannie's results today, that was truly a group effort. I'm just amazed at this team and how we work together. That will consistently drive me to be better for myself and for those in my team.
I love it, Kathy. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I want you to answer them honestly so that you can show everybody that we're all just real people here. What are you doing now that you weren't doing a year ago?
Yes. Now, follow-up, to be honest. My biggest thing right now that I am doing is follow-up. I've reached out to quite a few people since the beginning of this challenge, and right now it's follow-up. And follow-up is when I ranked up, was with my follow-up.
Perfect. I love that. So that is an amazing tip to be shared with. She talked about follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. She talked about connection she's finding in the group. She's talking about support. She's talking about reaching up to her upline, Mandy. All things that we're all supposed to be doing, right?
Yes. Yes,
Awesome.
I have. I've been taking notes and making huge success with it.
I see that in you. I've seen a lot of change in you. I remember when you came on board a year ago, and but now you're becoming your own shining star, and I cannot wait to see where you are a year from now. Maybe you'll be in Jeannie's shoes in a year, right?
Awesome. That's my
Yeah.
goal.
There's lots of room.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking. There's lots of room in every one of these states all over across the country for emeralds, sapphires, and diamonds. It's been a very exciting day in Plexus. Whether you guys have seen this or not, there has been tons of rank ups. New York got its very first diamond today. Is that not exciting? One diamond in the whole state of New York. Arizona got its first emerald today. History is being made across the country. A couple of days ago, Minnesota got its first diamond. Can you see the momentum we have here? And we're part of that momentum because we're in a 90-day challenge group where we're doing daily IPAs. And you're seeing people like Kathy go from being an ambassador to silver. That is the first step. And the most exciting step, if you want to know my feelings about it, silver is one of my most favorite ranks in the whole company. Why? Because it's the first step to success. And we all have to take that first step, guys. And I think this is where this 90-day challenge is really important because you can see, Kathy, how excited she is because she's part of something awesome. She's being held accountable. She's stepping up to the plate. She's following up. She's creating success for herself. So this is really exciting. So I love everything that Kathy shared with us tonight. Perfect tips. Couldn't be any better. So let's see here. Let's see who I can pick on because I want to talk to somebody else too. Jessica, my dear, my love, in Tucson, unmute yourself. I see lots of exciting things going on with you too. I see things changes in you. You want to share?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, things have been going great. You know, it really is the same thing. I have been an ambassador for almost 2 years this March and just ranked up to silver December 31st. So, you know, I struggled for a long time trying to figure out how to balance the day job and this part of our life, plus, you know, getting married and doing all the different things that happen. And I finally just made that commitment and said, this is it. I either have to jump on board or jump off. And took on this challenge, and it's been hard. It is, I was just talking to Jeannie the other day, and there's too many nights that I want to go to bed and not message people and just, you know, say I'll take care of it tomorrow, no big deal. And I forced myself to get up and to look at the list and start reaching out to people. And it's been more rewarding in the last 30 days than I expected. I have made a lot of great connections, and I've heard a ton of no's, and it has been strengthening to a whole new level. Especially with the day job, I've been able to thicken the skin and take on new challenges at work that I wasn't expecting to learn from this. So I find that 2016 has been a whole new level, but it's all been follow-up. It has all been just getting out there and finding those people that you're terrified to message and messaging them and just sitting there and thinking, okay, did they read it? Did they read it? Have they read it? What are they going to do? Are they going to respond? And I had one girl flat out say, no, thank you. Just no cordial, no nice, no nothing, no thank you. And I was polite. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, if you can think of anyone. And she was like, no, thank you. Okay, great. Have a great day. And that was the end of that. And, but that's okay because, you know, with all the no's, you get closer to that yes, which is really what keeps me moving forward. And it's all been just finding those people. I've started going after the people that I'm scared of first versus the other people, because I find that it's more rewarding when they do reply, and it keeps that momentum moving in larger leaps and bounds than the little guys that I think will kind of honor my email or my message and just play my game. They, that's fine, that's whatever, but it's the ones I'm terrified of that I've been tackling, and it's been incredible. And I'm actually in the middle of creating a database so I don't mess that up. You saw my note the other day. I've already spoken to over 100 people in the last 30 days, so I'm trying not to forget anyone.
You're doing amazing. That's why I'm picking on you tonight, because I'm seeing growth out of you that I haven't seen in 2 years, and I think it's amazing, and I love it. This makes my heart so full. And you know what the thing is? She talks about somebody saying, oh, nope, won't give her any reply or anything. You see her on the call tonight. You see her beautiful face. You see her glasses. You see her with her earplugs in there. She didn't die. She's right there. She didn't die. Right?
Very true.
I love it. Thank you, Jessica, for letting me put you on the spot there. I appreciate it.
Of course.
So, guys, I think that we could probably pluck several more people from this call. We're going to hear a lot of the same things, but what excites me so much about this group and what I'm seeing is the connections you guys are making with each other. I'm loving the support that's going on in this group, where you're cheering each other on, you're sharing your failures, you're sharing your successes and feeding off of them. I mentioned this in another call earlier. Jed, where are you? Unmute yourself, please. I'm going to pick on you for a second. And why I'm going to pick on you, Jed.
Hello.
Hello, Jed. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick on you for a second because your beautiful wife posted a picture in the group the other day, right? And she said he got a preferred customer. And then she posted underneath that picture, he got another preferred customer. And then we said, spill. What's the secret?
Right.
And Jimmy Lee said, he's working his list. So let's hear your stories.
Well, like my wife said, she pestered me about working my list. I made the list, but I didn't ever do nothing with it. It just sat there, and I just ignored it. And I just posted it on Facebook and didn't do anything else. And so she tried to get me into this 90-day challenge, and I finally reluctantly agreed. And I said, okay, we'll give it a try. And I just started messaging people, every day faithfully. And 20 days into it, I finally got my first preferred customer off of this 90-day challenge. It was hard to watch people that were having success and not getting any kind of response. I was getting responses, but nothing, no orders or anything. And then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. It's like, whoa, they started coming out of the woodwork. And it was just persistence, I just kept with it and kept doing it and kept making them contacts and doing the follow-ups and messaging those people. And actually, one of the orders was a phone call that I made. I just tricked the guy into making a phone. I said, hey, I just need your phone number. I want to pick your brain about something. And he answered the phone. I totally wasn't expecting an order out of the conversation, but he had ordered a trial sample, and I never followed up with him to see if he tried it or not. So I thought, I'm going to call him and just find out. Well, he never even tried the trial. And he just, he says, what I'm thinking is maybe I just need to give it about 3 months and see what happens. He says, do you think that's pretty a good idea? And I said, yeah, actually that's a great idea, because a lot of people don't see results, until later on, a few months down the road. And I was just totally not even expecting that order. And he just, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And it just blew me away. So, and that was another person that, I had messaged a few times. He kept saying, yeah, I want to try it, but I just never thought, I just kept thinking, he's just going to keep blowing me off. And he just jumped in. He just jumped in with both feet, and I think it's really going to help him. He really, really needs it. And I'm excited for him, because I've been trying to make a connection with him, and it finally paid off. So don't give up.
Love it. Thank you so much, Jed, for sharing, because I love when Jeannie, or Jimmy, well, I don't want to say Jeannie, I've been saying Jeannie all day. Loved it when Jimmy Lee posted that picture in there and then threw you under the bus to say his secret was he was working his list. So I love it. I love the honesty and the fact that that's just what it takes. So thanks so much, Jed, for jumping on here and talking real quick.
Right, you bet.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what we're going to do with this group over the next 30 days. So we are on day, 28, I think? So we just have a couple days left before the 30-day period is over. And I said we're going to do different things in the different 30-day increments that we have set up here to fit to go through this 90 days. Okay, so here in a couple of days, we'll be at day 30. We're going to add something to the mix. We're going to continue to do our daily IPAs. We're going to do our messaging, 3 to 5 people every day, because that is the most important thing we are doing here. And what we've learned over the last almost 30 days is repetition. We've learned that we can do this. We did not die. We are finding some success, some faster than others, and guess what? That's okay, because what we're doing here is we're planting the seeds. The seeds must be planted so that you can harvest that, right? If we don't plant the seeds, the answer is always, always going to be no. All right? So we must plant the seeds, we must follow up, and then we're going to reap the harvest. All right? So we're going to continue with messaging our 3 to 5 people. We're going to continue, if we can fit it in, to get in some kind of a training video. I don't care how you get it in. I don't care if it's when you're folding laundry, driving down the road, at night when you go to sleep, when you're at the gym, whatever, get it in. 5 minutes to 30 minutes. These videos range from, and I think that we all have that time we can find. If you say you're too busy for it, I want you to look at your schedule. I want you to find when you're watching TV. I want you to look and see, am I picking up the phone and calling somebody 6 times a day to talk about nothing? Am I, whatever. It's okay to have a little free time to just gather yourself and collect yourself. I'm not saying don't do that. But I want you to really look at your daily schedule. Take this next week and look at your schedule and say, okay, where am I wasting time? Where can I pour more time into this 90-day challenge? I want you to step up the next 30 days. We're still going to have the minimum to 3 to 5 people of messaging, but I want you to try to step it up. For those of you that really want to push this to the max, I want you to start messaging more than 3 to 5. I'm seeing great success with people that are really outdoing themselves every day. So we're going to step it up to say we still have the minimum, but if you truly want to run with it, start messaging more than 3 to 5 people. Now, what we're going to throw into the mix, we're still going to do our affirmations, because that's something you can do when you're brushing your teeth. That takes 2 minutes a day, tops. What we're going to do is we're going to throw some meetings into the mix. Now, some of you are stepping back and freaking out, thinking, I can't do this. Yes, you can. I'm not asking you to do a meeting every day for the next 30 days. I'm asking you to go to your downline or go to your brand new ambassadors that you may have already gotten out of this 90-day challenge and set up some kind of a meeting. And I always, me personally, I call them a meeting. I don't call them a party, because it's not a party. It's purely information. Some of you may say, well, I've never done a meeting or never been to a meeting. Get with your upline, get information about how to host a meeting. Get with your upline and Zoom us in. Get with your upline. If we're within driving distance or whatever, we'll come to you and do it with you, okay? We'll do one with you, and then you should be able to do it on your own, or we do one with you and one together, and then you can roll on your own. But I want you to schedule some meetings. Now, this can be live in somebody's home. You can keep it real casual and say, let's just get 3 to 5 people. Whoever you got, we'll have some wine. We're going to sit around the table. We're going to thumb through this catalog, and I'm just going to go over some hot topics of each product. And then I'm going to let you know how you can make a killing financially with this. You can keep it as simple as that, guys. Or you can, like I said, have somebody come in, or you can stand up and do a full-on meeting. I know a lot of you have done it, but some of you have not. I think it's time now to throw some meetings into the mix in this 90-day challenge. It was one of the biggest things I did when I did the 90-day challenge for myself. I had monster momentum behind my team, and I feel that if I would have never stepped up to do the meetings, to get out and meet some people in the organization, I wouldn't still have what I have today. okay? So I think it's really important that you start stepping out, meeting people in your organization, and starting to do these meetings. So I'm going to ask you guys to throw those into the mix, and when you get one set up, I want you to comment on the feed. After you've done, say, I've messaged my people, said my affirmations, I got a meeting set up for here. I want you to actively work on that, okay? Now, the big exciting part, because you're thinking, what, we threw a set of meetings into this? This is nothing big, right? Nope. Got something really exciting that I'm throwing in the mix that I don't think anybody knows that I want to do. Let me see if I can pull a picture of this up for you guys to see what I want to do. Now, many of you like to read. Some of you hate to read and you want an audio version of this. That's fine. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. Can you see the title of this book? It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. So I'll put a picture of this book up in the group so you can see what it is. It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. These next 90-day challenge phone calls that we're going to do on Sunday nights are going to link back to this book. And I would love for you guys to either order this book or get it on Audibles on your phone or whatever you can. If you can do it, I would love for you to get this book because I'm going to talk about it over the next 90 days or the next, however many phone calls we got every Sunday night. This is very important. In this 90-day challenge, you're going to get tired. You're going to get lots of no's. You're going to feel, oh, is this all worth it? And then you get that yes, and you get fired up. And then the next day you get no. It wears on you, guys. This is the hardest business you could probably ever be in. I don't tell you that to scare you. I tell you that because I'm very honest and truthful. This is something that they mentioned at the mastermind event that I went to in Florida. They said, network marketing is the most hard business you will ever get into, but guess what? It is the most fulfilling and rewarding business you will ever do. Because the personal growth, the friendships, the business, and the success that come out of it for those that stick with it is unstoppable and unmatchable. The personal growth for me in this business has brought me into the woman that I think that I've always wanted to be. Not so scared, not such a big chicken. And so I think this is a really important thing. This book here is going to teach you how to speak to yourself, what to say. It's going to fit right along with our affirmations because what we speak about, we bring about. And most importantly, we must know how to speak to ourselves. Because yes, you could hear Kathy talk about when she was getting those no's or whatever, she reached up to Mandy and Mandy told her this, that, and the other, and she kept her going, she kept her inspired. That's great. But Mandy can't be in Kathy's back pocket 24/7, right? We are in our own mind every day, all day long. So I think that this book is going to be killer for us. I think it's going to educate us, and I think it's going to push us right through this 90-day challenge without even a blink. So I think this is one of the biggest things we can add in to our 90-day challenge. And again, it won't take very long to do this, okay? Very simple. If you want to, you replace this book into your video time or whatever. You have to make that decision for yourself, okay? But I think this is really important. If you can't buy the book, if you don't have the funds, it's okay. We're going to talk about it every Sunday night. But I'm going to pull some of you every now and again to talk about it because I don't want to be the only one talking on these calls. Because I think you all bring something valuable and amazing to the table, something that I say may not come across to you, but something that Jessica might say or Nikki Bonner or Mickey Miller might say might come across to you better. So we have amazing leaders on this team, and we all want to share what we're pulling out of this challenge, our successes, our failures, but most importantly, we want to know how to speak to ourselves to keep pushing us through this challenge. So anybody excited about the book? I see a few heads nodding. I see more heads nodding. Okay, yay, awesome, love it. So, yay, score. So, just quickly, we'll get off the phone here in just a second. I think it's amazing. We got some great points from some amazing team members tonight. Very excited to see you guys put some meetings into play. Now, again, these meetings can be live. They can be in person. They can be online. Have you ever done an online meeting? They're awesome. You put these people into a group, you spend 30 minutes sharing about each product and the compensation plan. I see lots of success happen from these. So there's great different ways that you can do these meetings. It does not have to be one set way. So I want to hear from you what you have set up. If it's an online meeting, or if you're going to get together with for some friends and do the whole wine and look through the book thing, or hey, I'm putting on a full-on meeting. We're going to get some excitement, energy into the room, and we're going to build this business. So add those to it. And if you can, get the book or get the Audible version or download it somehow so that you can follow along, so that you can learn how important it is to speak to yourself correctly. And it will carry on through past not just this 90 days. It will carry through to you from here on out while you're in this business, because you guys in this 90-day challenge group, I see great success from you. I don't see you going anywhere. You guys are lifers with me. You're stuck with me. So I'm excited. So anybody want to add anything before we shut down tonight and let you guys get back to your families?
I'll speak up in this one since I was quiet in the last one. How about that?
Okay, Edith, what do you got?
Well, what I saw was 2 silvers that took a while to get there. And what I saw was they didn't give up. And that is amazing. They stuck with it that long and finally said, I'm going to do this. And now they're running with it. And I just think that that is so amazing that they said, I'm going to do this. I did the same thing, but it was probably about a year, but I'd made gold, and I thought, if I'm going to do this, I've got to do it. And it was your meeting in Vegas that did it for me. I had quit working it, and I quit working for probably 4 or 5 months, and I said, either I'm going to do this or I'm not. And when you came to Vegas, I mean, we did everything we could to get there. Like, we really did everything we could. The road had washed out, and we went completely around to find you. And that was when I decided, I'm going to do this. And then I started pushing. And so seeing these 2 tonight say one was 2 years and one was a year, and they just hit silver. And it's like, oh my gosh, now they've got the knowledge. They're ready to do this. And I just thought that it was amazing. And I thought that those girls needed to, just have, there you go, ladies. I thought that was just great. So anyway, I just thought that was pretty neat. And I thought they needed a pat on the back for that one.
Yes, they needed it. They never gave up. Their timing may not have been right for them to move forward when they first signed up, but they never quit. And that's important, to never give up in this business, because guess what? This business goes like this, right? But if you stick with it and start doing things with it, success is inevitable. We had an amazing rank up on our team today. Jeannie is Emerald. Jeannie, jump on here. Tell us how long, how long did you not give up?
I can't unmute. Okay, there we go. Well, it'll be 3 years in March that I have been an ambassador. So it's staying near 3 years. So I can't imagine giving up. And that's one reason I'm actually kind of glad it took me that long, because it's helped. What I've heard today has been overwhelming with how many people it's inspired to keep going. And that was my whole goal. So it's accomplished. So I think that's amazing. So.
Amen. Not giving up, never stopping,
don't give up,
never quitting, never giving up on anybody in her team. Success comes from there.
Yep.
It's awesome. I love it. I'm proud of all of you.
Yes.
The silvers, the emeralds, and everybody in between. Proud of every one of you. And the next 60 days, because we're nearly done with the first 30, should be just as exciting as the first 30. So y'all be blessed. Go to your families tonight, get some rest, set your goals for this week, and I can't wait to see what happens this week. Y'all be blessed, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Thanks, Dust.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Thanks.
Thank you.